Hello, my name is Samir Dave and my research paper is about geographical information systems used in self-driving cars. First of all, the question that came up in my mind is how GIS is useful to us today. GIS is helpful to us in our day-to-day lives. All the technologies that we are using every day like Google Maps, everything is possible just because of geographical information systems. Most of the people who drive cars these days, they rely more on the maps to reach their desired destination, and GIS is the main part that is associated with the maps. The intelligent use of road transportation is possible only due to geographical information systems. Where proper planning, evaluation and routing technologies are used, GIS is considered to be the source from where maps and everything come. So the proper use of GIS, but no, I'm sorry. The proper use of with the help of the proper use of GIS, we are able to use and operate maps in our day-to-day lives. Self-driving cars are considered to be the future, and the existence of those self-driving cars is becoming real day to day. So I'll discuss more about self-driving cars, and this is how the maps of self-driving cars look like. I will go in more detail further on. Alright, so what makes the self-driving cars work? Since everything is possible because of maps, the self-driving car is able to work just because of the maps. So maps have been an integral part for driving cars, and they also play a very important role in self-driving cars. There are some additional features in the self-driving car's map. The self-driving car does not use the map that we use in our day-to-day lives. They have some special kind of maps by which the self-driving cars can run smoothly. The teams that build these maps, they just not only create the maps, but they also travel the whole distance of that particular geographical area. For example, the self-driving car of Google, the team had traveled a particular area thoroughly so that during the testing purpose, so the car would sense that particular area very minutely and precisely. Each and every detail is precise, where all the measurements of all the curves and roads are given in detail for the car to sense each object minutely. So by this we can say that they are putting very good efforts for the precision and the details, and to avoid some collision and other problems with the self-driving cars. The project of the self-driving car was created by Google, where they created a virtual world for the cars, and those maps are stored in memory apparently before the car is set to drive. So for example, when the car is started, the car knows that where it's standing and where and how the particular car can reach to its desired destination. So Google has been working since a long time behind this particular project of self-driving cars. Self-driving cars and how they use maps. Google Maps and other map services that we usually use in our day-to-day lives are not used. Those maps are not used in self-driving cars, because for us, we know what is our environment, what is our surrounding, and we just, by looking at the maps, we just follow the road and we manage our own obstacles. But for the self-driving cars, everything is different. It's like a robot. And for that particular robot, maps are everything. Maps are their world. So it needs to be precise and very detailed, and in very minute details. So there is a company called Here that is making maps for the self-driving cars, where they build maps with centimeter precision, and the car senses all sides of the road for the map accordingly. So Here is the company, and they are so precise in their measurements that they are building a virtual maps for the self-driving cars, which can be helpful for the self-driving cars to detect and avoid collision. The company has built maps specially for self-driving cars where the car totally rely on maps and the maps help car to navigate and reach the destination. So by this we can say that car can detect its surrounding and it can move ahead accordingly. So this is the picture of the here this is the picture how the car detects. So this is the particular car and these orange lines over here, they detect the surroundings, everything, and it's like they detect, as far as I know, they detect for like 100 meter or something of the surroundings. So it's a very good thing to avoid, so that the car doesn't crash anywhere. The car knows where it is going and it can avoid the obstacles accordingly. Though these efforts are made, but they are also taking care of the mistakes that can result in very difficult situations, as these cars rely only on the maps and these maps needs to be created for the same. The street maps that we use cannot be useful for these self-driving cars. For self-driving cars, roads are considered to be the whole world and should be developed in such a way that cars can easily rely on roads. So these companies are making roads in such a way that the self-driving cars can fully depend on them. Both here and Google Incorporate have different concepts on map, but they follow the same sort of rules for the cars that would drive safely on the roads without any collision. Both the company's objective is that the car should drive safely without any collision and any other difficulties. So, and here is the link, and I have also attached this link in my presentation about how here company is making maps, and they have given a short 3D presentation of how cars will detect the roads and how the car will be able to manage to reach to the destination. Collision detection and prevention by Google's car. Google's self-driving cars uses lots of hardware components including sonar, laser, sensor and stereo cameras. This they have built a device, and this particular device is mounted on the top of the car, and it is known as lidar, which is light detection and ranging. And and this particular device can sense objects at the range of 100 meters by laser, and it reflects back to measure the distance. And as all of us know that lasers can measure very precise distances, and they are very much helpful for the measurements. And this particular device has Velodyne 64 beam laser. It can rotate 360 degrees and it can take 1.3 million readings per second. So it's lot. So by this we can easily make out that how precise they are thinking, that how precisely they are building this particular virtual world for the self-driving cars to work. So this is a photograph of a particular Google car, and this particular image is mounted back here, and this is the lidar where it senses all the surroundings, and it rotates 360 degrees and it can sense the surroundings which are like for 100 meters. And this is what I think, that both Google and here are developing maps, and Google is developing the car and the maps both, and they need to focus more on error detection and collision avoidance. I think these two are the main aspects that they should really focus upon, because the cars will be able to drive themselves, but they can be dependent on the roads, and everyone can be safe if and only if the system is built in a particular way and there are no collision and other harmful problems that can be and that can cause harm to the citizens and other property that belongs to the government and the state and the country. The technologies are going to be useful in many ways to reduce work and enhance technology in our day-to-day lives. So they should build these technologies accordingly, that it is user friendly, and security is also the main aspect. Self-driving cars can take a giant leap in technology, and GIS is a main entity and will always be for support of our maps and future geographical projects. Whatever we are using right now, maps. Everything is possible just because of geographical information systems. And self-driving cars will take a giant leap in the future, and uh, these all things would be possible just because of geographical information systems. And GIS can be a main entity which these companies can use for building self-driving cars and maps for the same. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you very much. I hope you like it.